old intro time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down, Level Up. Boy, it's been a little while. I have some explaining to do, so if you guys are interested, stick around till the end of the video, and I will give you guys an update. But I'm not going to put that in the beginning because any new viewers might not understand. They don't need to watch it. But boys, I'm back, and I'm ready to party, and I'm much more available to make videos now. I'm going to be making weekly content. It's going to be awesome. I'm not just talking on my ass. I promise we're doing it. And it's going to be sweet. We're going to finish this series like I started it. I have a bunch of ideas for other videos. I'm just really hyped, and I hope you guys are too. This episode is going to be extra long to make up for the time that has been missed, and I hope you guys appreciate that. And before we get into it, I'm going to read off some names of some very gracious patrons. Thank you everyone, Andrew, Blog and Fletcher, Bubby, Infinitum Gamer, and Rodney for all being great supporters of this channel. And if you guys are also interested in keeping this channel going and seeing the content, make sure to head on over to Patreon and consider supporting yourself. I would really appreciate it. But boys, so much has happened in this game. I'm serious. And I think a while ago I let it run longer than I had recorded it, so I brought it back, but I have an idea of what a little bit's going to happen. But if you guys are not aware, I'm going to zoom out. Of course, guys, if you remember, we have formable nations on in this game, and that's going to obviously create a lot of fun little formed nations. A lot of you guys were rooting for Peloponnese, which is this white country right here. But it decided to take on a different name. Greater Albania has been formed by Peloponnese, and it's not the only country that has been formed. We've already seen, of course, Kingdom of Benelux, which is really satisfying and really cool to see. We also have Central America. Awesome. They did really good last time, and I was really happy to see them form again. Abyssinia is formed. I believe it's formed. Yes, I believe that is also a formed country. There might be another one that I'm missing, and I apologize if I'm missing it and you're getting frustrated by that. Now let's go over some of the countries that have been interesting to follow and interesting to watch. There's quite a few ones that have gotten our attention. Of course, we're experiencing the battle for Iberia right now, and the country that actually wins will be able to form the nation of Iberia, and it's looking like Guarda is going to be doing it. And that's really cool because if you guys watched last season, Guarda and Aragon were the final two, and Aragon beat Guarda. Now this time Guarda made it to the top two again, and is this time looking like they're going to take it. Murcia is looking like they're going to die, and then Midi Pyrenees over here is sort of smashed in between these powerful French states and whatever's going to form down here in Iberia. Their chances of survival is probably not that strong. At this point, they're basically just a buffer state between France and Iberia. Tuscany has been very fun to watch. We've been watching the battle for Italy for a while, and Tuscany has finally sort of solidified their lead here. Franken has been unified, almost unifying the entirety of Germany. They're going for Alsace right now, which is going to give them a little bit of French land. So obviously the borders of Germany are not going to be quite the same. And of course Sudetenland also owns Saxony, so we won't be seeing Saxony in Germany for at least a little while until Sudetenland dies. Kalisz has been doing really good as the Polish nation that has been doing the best. It looks like possibly the last Polish nation. They were quite ahead in early game, and they've since slowed down because they're of course surrounded by quite a lot of enemies. This has been an interesting one down here in North Africa. Alexandria versus Cairo, two states over in Egypt, northern Egypt even, but have sort of carved out their own North African empires, and now they're actually at war fighting each other. Alexandria and Cairo. I'm not sure who's going to win this one. They are actually very evenly matched. These big desert states that Cairo owns make them look a lot stronger than they actually are. But these guys, once they unify, it's probably going to be a slaughter in North Africa because these guys over here, like Tripoli, Tunisia, these guys are not ready for a combined Libya and Egypt to be at their doorstep. Jordan, of course, we've watched them start uniting the Arab world, which is pretty cool, or the Northern Arab world. And Isfahan has been awesome. They're invading Khorasan at this point, which will unite Iran for the most part, and we'll see sort of like the Persian state that is dominating. In India, it looks like Jabalpur, if that's correct, is doing really good. Also, Rajasthan. I apologize. Again, if you guys are new to this channel, one thing we do here is we butcher names, especially on live streams. I butcher your name, that's part of it, get used to it. And so that's what we do here. We had last season, we had a whole fun thing about that. And China remains very evenly fractured, but I think in the test run that I did, somebody came out on top, and I have no idea who it is. I'm not going to be able to guess it. Mongolia is doing kind of good though too, and we've been having fun watching Mongolia try to take hold in this area. Same thing in South America. No one is quite that powerful. Trinidad is doing pretty good actually. That's quite a few states for one country over here. South America usually gets kind of screwed in this game because there's just not too many states down here, and obviously the environment of these states is really hard to fight in. So it's really hard. It takes a lot longer for these guys to expand into each other. And just makes them late to the game once North America unites. And that's a completely different story. Of course, Central America is doing really good. Also, Tamaulipas, boy, doing good. Illinois, I think, is one of the contenders for North America at this point. New York, or Quebec. Quebec is not doing the best. They are ceding territory to New York right now. But once either Quebec's, gets rid of New York or New York gets rid of Quebec, this is going to be quite a powerful one up in the north. And, they've got most of their flanks covered. So it's going to be fair game into Manitoba and down into Michigan and stuff, I think, for New York or Quebec. And Australia, because I'm sure some of the Australian viewers want to see this. New South Wales, for the most part, doing the best. Obviously, Australia is not that influential in this game, so we probably won't be visiting there too often. But alright boys, let's let this game run. I would love to see what happens next. Oh, I forgot to mention, Krasnodar has been very fun to watch as well. And Cherniv, as the sort of Slavic one over here in the east, doing really good. Moscow is also doing good, so we'll have to see. Obviously this area is very even right now, but I think this purple guy right here, I believe starts doing very well in the future, but we'll have to watch out for that. Some of the battles to watch for out here, these two guys going at it. I'm not even going to try, and Kurzemi fighting it out, sort of unite the Baltics, which would be kind of cool. And Minsk just got bigger. Minsk is doing good. They've almost united the borders of Belarus. They would just need to get rid of these two and gain these two. So if Minsk went after this purple guy down here, which they might in a sec, let's see who they go after. They'll actually have taken all the states of Belarus, unless this one is also in it. Oh, it might have been. What is Greater Albania doing right now? They are invading this guy, Banat. So Banat is taking it. Greater Albania has been moving north. I think a lot of you guys were excited to see Greater Albania eventually move eastward into the Turkish area, into Turkey, Afyon, Ankara. These guys are actually fairly strong states themselves, but it would be really cool to see Greater Albania sort of like begin to carve out like a new Alexander Empire. That would be really sweet. Over here, Guarda doing very good, many encirclements. Murcia just doesn't have the army to be able to defend itself right now. Obviously dealing with encirclements. They were just at a weaker state when they went to war with Guarda. Guarda's the one that declared the war. They were good for where they were, they just weren't ready. Cairo and Alexandria, both knocking heads right now. Let's check the stats. So, Cairo's at 5 divisions, 5 military factories. Alexandria, 5 divisions, 4 military factories. 28,000 manpower. What was Cairo's manpower? 113. Okay, that's one of the biggest differences. Cairo has way more manpower. 11 times manpower. Mexico took one state. Is there a state called Mexico, or did Mexico form? Whoa, Mexico formed! I did not know that this was available to form. That is amazing. Okay, we have our new formed country. You're missing a few of the northern states there, Mexico, but you're going to have to fight Texas for them, which is going to be a really cool fight if they go to war. Mexico, please go to war with Texas. That would be so cool. 8 divisions, 37,000 manpower, 8 factories. Texas up there with 7 divisions, 8 factories, 46,000 manpower. More manpower, but less divisions for Texas. So now's the time to strike, Mexico. Do it while you have the tiny edge that you do. Over here in Iran, Khorasan is actually doing good for the position that they were in. They're actually beating back Isfahan, who on the screen looks like they're stronger. Maybe not in the details though. 4 divisions for the northern one, Khorasan. 5 military, 25,000 manpower. Isfahan, 5 divisions. So actually more divisions. Only 4,000 manpower though. Oof. Okay, so if that goes to 0, their fighting capability is going to go way down. And we might see Khorasan actually win the whole thing and become the Persian dominating state. Victoria was just annexed. New South Wales. Oh yeah, rip Victoria. New South Wales is going to be the dominator once Queensland is gone. Also, the union between Afyon and Ankara, these two are at war. So 5 divisions, only 3,000 manpower for Afyon. Ankara, 5,000 manpower, 4 divisions. They're not very strong right now, but I feel like these two united, that's quite a few states. That's quite a bit of power going to be condensed into one area, and that will definitely put up a good foe for Greater Albania. I feel like they'll actually end up going eastward first, because Sivas has got to be a weaker enemy than Albania. These guys aren't going to invade westward. They're going to go this way. And it looks like there's quite a few weaker states up north that Albania will probably go for first before it ends up going anywhere east. So I doubt that Albania will end up forming an Asian empire. It will probably form like a big Balkan empire before we see it do anything else crazy. Yep, look at all those little encirclements. I feel really bad for Murcia, but at the same time very happy for Guarda. And the Kingdom of the Benelux beating back their enemy Borgonya. Borgonya invaded Benelux, got all the way up into the north of it. I think they even took Amsterdam, they took Antwerp, they took all these big cities. They got all the way up here, but the Kingdom of the Benelux, they just held on. They did not surrender, and eventually beat them back. And now Borgonya is going to get eaten into this big noodle of a country, Kingdom of the Benelux. Also, I think Brittany and Midi-Pyrenees are now at war. Brittany, 17 divisions, 12 military, 92,000 manpower. That is really strong. Midi-Pyrenees, 9 divisions, which is still strong. It's still a strong country. 9,000 manpower, 6 factories. It's going to get squashed, though, once Murcia is dead and Guarda gains all this. Okay, hold on. Albania just gained a state, but not was annexed. And they actually split it with Muntenia, our little Romania wannabe. Albania, who are you going after next? I would love to see. Probably Yugoslavia. You're just getting these little states. Yeah, you're putting them on the border there. Also, Bosnia would be a cool addition to your empire. We'll have to see, though. Who did they split? Colorado took 1 state. Oh, Montana. Colorado, California, and Manitoba all split Montana 1 state each. That's very democratic of you guys. I'm sure you guys won't immediately go to war afterwards, right? This is a puppet? I didn't know they could do that. Szechuan puppeted Hakesi. I'm not sure that the game's going to allow that. I think it's going to get freed. Maybe not. That's actually pretty cool. That's honestly cool. I'd be fine with that being left in. Boys, Khorasan is just pushing. I hope I'm saying that stuff, by the way, correctly. But Khorasan pushing straight down into Isfahan. I really thought Isfahan had it as like the Persian dominant state. You know, doesn't quite look like it anymore. Also, Keda's still around. Hey, Keda. You're not doing the best. You're missing an entire state. But we love you, Keda. Keda got 2nd place in the previous series if you did not watch. Also, whoa, what is this? Armenian Independent Territories. Boy, there's another one. Another formed nation. Yes. Okay, that's going to be one we want to watch then. This is probably going to be a strong one. 5 divisions, 3 factories, 6,000 manpower. Not that strong yet, but they're killing Azerbaijan. Over here in China, Jiangsu seems to be doing good. The Chad Congress. That's a really good faction name. But Borgonya joined it. I'm not sure this stuff's supposed to happen. Is this broken? Or is this stuff allowed now? Like at the end, if it's all united in factions, like there's no enemies left, will the factions break up? The Chad Congress, Baghdad, right on. This faction is for Chads only. That's definitely going in the thumbnail and the title. The Chads. What Chads, bros? What Chads, guys? Jeez, these countries are just such Chads. Alright, boys, it appeared that Battle Royale just wasn't working correctly for a little while there. And it caught up, and the Chad Congress is sadly gone. Rest in peace, Chad Congress. The Armenian Independent Territories declared war on Malata. Okay. Krasnodar took 4 states. Boom, look at that. Krasnodar is basically just the Caucasus. I wonder if they'll form something cool here. The Caucasus Mountains or something. Maybe they need Armenia for that. Or maybe they need Azerbaijan. Armenian Independent Territories is sort of just looking like a Kurdistan wet dream. Wait, Lithuania formed? Oh, nice, look at that. Lithuania actually formed. So, I remember before they didn't actually have just normal countries formable, like Lithuania or Mexico. They had, like, interest. Oh, look at that. Also, Kingdom of Hungary has formed. So, these guys are coming back, boys. Before, it was just, like, interesting countries like the Caucasus or whatever. Not actual real countries that were, I guess, in the game. Look, Tajikistan formed. That's really cool. I'm rooting for Tajikistan, boys. I don't know about you. That means we might see Japan form, which would be really cool. North Korea. Oh, I forgot. North Korea is actually a state. I thought North Korea formed for a sec. That would be really cool if it just formed North Korea. Republic of Vietnam. Look at that. Boom. These guys they're popping up. Ethiopia formed. Yep, Mexico and Texas are at war, boys. This is the war of the century, what we've all wanted to see for so long. Who will come out on top? It looks like Mexico has pushed slightly into Texas, but it's still very early, and as we've seen before, they're very evenly matched, so it's definitely anyone's game. Northern Kashmir was annexed. Wait, the Galapagos regime. Oh no, we lost a country that was formed. I wonder if they'll just reform Galapagos regime. This country is huge. I wonder if they'll form Peru of some sort? Galapagos Islands. So the Galapagos regime didn't actually own the Galapagos. Interesting. It would be really cool to see this Peruvian state here form something cool. It looks like they're now at war with Amazonas too. The Sivas declared war on Armenian Independent Territories. Oof. Hopefully we don't lose another one. Kingdom of Jordan declared war on Nejd. And a couple others. North Korea took a state. So look, we're starting to see a lot more countries that just have flags, like the Kingdom of Jordan. I guess this was formed, Kingdom of Jordan, because it has a flag, and just the Jordan before probably, I don't think it did, but let me know. Yeah, so Sivas is now at war with Armenia, but maybe Sivas might get into war with, nope, Jordan's going to go to war with down here. The more countries with flags, the better, boys. Also, the battle between Cairo and Alexandria. Not going the best for Alexandria. It's looking like Cairo's going to take it. At the same time, though, Alexandria has dominated over in mainland Cairo, and I guess if they lose too much of that, they could capitulate. I don't know, it's looking bad for both of them somehow. Southern Sahara is also expanding. Guangxi is now at war with Mandalay, so what does that mean over here? So that means these guys could unite. Actually, Mandalay's in trouble. Guangxi's going to hit them from the side, whilst Republic of Vietnam is also at war with them. Mandalay, I think, was pretty strong when we checked. 8 divisions, that's pretty good for over here, and obviously the manpower is there because it's China. Wait, why does Krasnodar own this state over here? That is disgusting. Get rid of it. Why does that happen? Khalees is going after Lithuania. We could see Poland, Lithuania reform if like Minsk and Mozir, maybe some of these other states get captured. That would be pretty cool, actually. The Mexican blitz into Texas is going pretty good for them, it looks like. They're capturing territory. The reformation of the Mexican Empire is upon us, boys. Armenia, don't join us and then die this early. Come on, 5 divisions, 4 factories, 38,000 manpower. We don't want to lose you this early. Come on. Sivas, 6 divisions, 4 factories, 6,000 manpower. You can hold them off. Don't lose to them. So we're starting to see some noodly empires form, boys. Like Kharkov, as well as Tula, and Perm, which is more of a sagging tail than a noodle at this point. And Odessa down there. That is one thing that really breaks my immersion in this game, is that these countries just form big noodles. And they're very gross. But it's a part of it. Eventually the noodles will go away, boys. I promise. Oh, I didn't realize Bosnia is actually a formed country too. Slovenia, also formed. How is Czechoslovakia not formed? Do they need Eastern Sudetenland? Really that bad? Equatorial Guinea formed? Oh, technically Yemen formed as well. That's pretty cool. I really enjoy that. Oh, Newfoundland is joining the war against Quebec. If they can get over there, I guess they can. There's a bridge. They're going to take like a couple provinces before Quebec is actually gone. You're not getting anything unless New York lets you have Labrador or something, but I doubt it. Also, let's appreciate the success of Kansas. Kansas, you're doing great. Angola also has officially formed, and they've adopted a flag. Oh, look at that. Jiangsu looks bigger than I remember them to be, unless I'm just losing my mind. Oh, Mongolia. Whoa. Why are you at war with so many? Rest in peace, Mongolia. You did good for a while, you know? Oh, yeah. You're gone. It was fun watching you, Mongolia, but, you know, the odds were never really in your favor, I guess, with having all these really strong Chinese right to the south of you. Also, update in Iran, Isfahan is almost entirely gone. Khorasan has definitely supplanted them as the dominant Iranian state. I think we have the end of Quebec? Yes. And now New York is at war with Newfoundland because they're refusing to leave or something. Let's give it that reason. At this point, except for a couple little encirclements, Murcia is just defending Barcelona and Catalonia as a whole. I think that was just a major peace deal in the east. Mali formed. That's cool. Another one down in Africa. And Minsk gained this state. That's obviously just wrong and disgusting in every way. Oh, look at that. Trinidad and Tobago has formed. Obviously, they have a little bit more than just Trinidad and Tobago in land-wise. Great Mongolian state. That's a little bit too late to declare yourself the Great Mongolian State once you're left with that. You're not quite the Great Mongolian State you once were, even in this game. And that's not even that many states for them to disperse amongst themselves. You're mostly one state with like a couple to the north. So I'm sure we're going to get some border gore up here. This might be a contender for the winner. Jiangsu. They're uniting the whole coast. A lot of manpower. Isfahan was annexed. We almost have a united Iran at this point. Just a little bit more, yeah, like Sistan down there as well as like Golan up here, but that's probably going to go to Krasnodar. And then there's like one state here, Kurdistan, and Tabriz. Kingdom of Hungary invading Vojvodina. Greater Albania also trying to take. Hungary is declaring war on Vojvodina as well as Greater Albania. They're both going to compete for this poor little state, which is very well defended, actually. Hey, guys, don't leave. These guys are going to be everywhere. You guys are not going to want to leave. Down here, the battle between Cairo and Alexandria. They've almost like switched places. Bosnia and Slovenia at war. Wow, two flag states. Alexandria is like dominating now in Egypt, and Cairo is dominating in Libya. In fact, Alexandria is completely gone from Libya. Also, Afyon is stabbing Sivas in the back. Also, look at that. Kingdom of Morocco formed. That's pretty sweet. And Guinea. Armenia will survive for a little bit longer, but then we're going to have Afyon. That's probably just going to go after Armenia afterwards. And then we'll probably see... I don't know if, like, Turkey needs Istanbul to form, but Afyon will have most of the Turkish states. Also, boys, England and the British Isles and Ireland have stayed how they are for a very long time. It's a very bad stalemate, and it's causing issues, but Free Ireland formed. Look at that. That's really pretty. Nice flag. I wonder if they will build a navy eventually. They've got convoys, so that means they've got dockyards. They're building convoys, but they're not building convoys. Sudan declared war on Uganda. RIP Uganda. They're getting attacked by everybody. Ethiopia, let's check on them, because I believe they're like quite a regional power. Yeah, 11 divisions, 6 factories. 130,000 manpower is very good for this area, I think. Oh, Botswana formed. Right on. They're beating Angola. 12 divisions. That's... Oh, we have the Korean Empire formed. And did Mozambique adopt a flag yet? No. Oh, they're looking pretty good. Look at that. Look at this just mess of guys shooting each other, running around. Nice. It looks really silly from this angle. But, yeah, Rip Vojvodina is just a giant battlefield now. Also, if Albania... So, if Bosnia takes Slovenia, and then Albania goes after them, that would be quite an interesting looking empire, and that will actually give Albania a way into Italy if they want, which will almost start creating like a northern portion of the Roman Empire, which would be really cool to see form. Alexandria, it looks like they're slowly getting beat back. Cairo is coming in along the north here, quite a few divisions. It looks like Alexandria really trying to collect the whole Nile region, and that's where they're focusing. And it looks like Cairo's working on containment and the north. Oh boy, the great Mongolian state is not looking the best right now, but this is all going to change. The Peruvian independent state, okay, that did form, and Trinidad are at war. Trinidad and Tobago are at war. But yeah, look at Hubei right there, or Hubei. Those noodles are not going to stay around for very much longer. Yep, the Peruvian independent state. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. How strong are they? I believe they are very... Ooh, that's not going to work for me, bro. 12 divisions, 5 factories, 16,000 manpower. Not the best manpower. Trinidad and Tobago, 9 divisions, 9,000 manpower, 6 factories. Most of the land Trinidad and Tobago got was jungle land, though. So I don't think it's really going to help that much. It's going to make it very hard for Peru to invade into it, though. And as expected, boys, Afyon invading Armenia. Right as we got Armenia to form, They're being torn away from us. Very sad. Unless Armenia can form a good defense. But let's take a look at this. 8 divisions. Afyon's a powerhouse at this point with 17. Ooh, yeah, that's going to put up a really good fight for Albania. Great Albania is now invading Bosnia, so they are doing that. A Mongolian state was annexed. Let's go check on what that looks like. Oh, look at that. Hubei has most of it. I guess they're at war with some of those guys, so they haven't gotten the territory. Oh, it was just handed over. Okay. That is disgusting, guys. Your territory is not connected. Oh, Hungary is now invading Bosnia, too. Looks like they won over Vojvodina. That's the first sort of struggle that Albania did not come out on top of. Albania's been quite chat about everything so far. Okay, so they are on the border, and Hungary is trying to compete. Wow, they do have a lot of divisions, though. 22! Hungary's really strong for how small they are. It looks like, Albania, they're not just going to be dominating the whole region. They've got some competition. What is Albania right now? 26. So they are still the strongest. 10,000 manpower. That's not the greatest. Maybe it's because you made your cores just Albania. Could be a problem for them later on. Benelux declared war on Alsace. So, that would be cool if Benelux got this state and Franken got just Alsace, so that the borders would be a little bit more natural to our eyes. But rest in peace, Bourgogne, a very powerful French state that lasts for a long time. Oh boy, guys, Colorado was annexed. Kansas is unstoppable, it's looking like. Let's check. Oh my god, that's a lot of divisions. 19, 47,000 manpower, 16 factories. On paper, they're, aside from, division count, they're stronger than Albania, which, without context, sounds like, maybe, of course they are, but in this game, that's quite a stance to have, that you're stronger than Albania. Okay, this is a development in China. Hunan has joined the war against Fujian with Jiangsu. So they're going to get split. Oh, they're at war with Hubei too as well. I guess they do border them. This poor guy's going to get split up. Whoops. This poor guy's going to get split up. 11 divisions, 1.16 million manpower. So what is Jiangsu's manpower? 1.83 million? Jeez. And Hunan is probably crazy high too, 786,000. Liaoning, these guys are definitely a strong contender in China as well. 18 divisions, 413,000 manpower. Not the biggest of manpower, but still very strong. Also, it looks like Korea's struggling over here. A lot of encirclements made by, however you say that, 12 divisions, 118,000 manpower, and Korea, 500 or 458,000. That's pretty good still. And 10 divisions. California just got a bit bigger too. Arizona was annexed into it. Kansas has a lot of options, but I guess they chose Manitoba for some reason. Franken declared war on Slovenia. Okay. Benelux at war with Midi-Pyrenees. So Franken, looks like Franken got the whole thing. Okay, so Benelux did not split it. They're at war with Midi-Pyrenees now because they want to become even more noodly. But I don't think they're going to get it. Also, Benelux, I think they're super strong, right? 34 divisions, yeah. Okay, this is definitely a very strong state. Brittany, I think, is up there too. Yeah, 32 divisions. Franken must be really strong, 27. And Tuscany, where's Tuscany at? We haven't seen them do much in a while. 30 divisions. So in reality, Albania is a bit behind most of the other European powers, and in manpower as well. Albania might not be the strongest that we've been led to believe they are. The Kingdom of Morocco has declared war on the Mauritanian desert. Imagine seeing that in the news today. Kansas and Alberta are at war. Free Canadian Republic. I bet you that was New York. Yes, the Free Canadian Republic. That's a cool flag, though. That's a crazy flag. Quite ugly, but a cool one. And it's a war with Alberta. So New York decided that it wants to be Canadian. If we can tell anything about this buildup of troops and not very many major wars happening yet, we're getting ready to see bigger conflict happen, or lots of different big conflicts. Also, rest in peace, Lithuania. Jeez. They're getting rid of all the little guys, and once all the little guys are gone, we're going to have wars with countries with, 50 plus divisions each. It's gonna get crazy. All these guys are lining up to have very large armies. Even Muntenia, 20 divisions. That's pretty strong. And once they have all of Odessa, if they do win the war, that's gonna be quite a big powerhouse right to Albania's north. Also, Armenia is holding on. 8 divisions still. I think it's because they had an edge in manpower. Gilan was also just annexed, so that is a development in Iran. Krasnodar is invading Baghdad. That is the worst border choice you could have done. Please, just don't do that, and let Kingdom of Jordan kill it off once Nejd is over, please. Anyways, boys, we're gonna end this one here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you liked this episode, please hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. And if you're interested, stick around for a little update, which I'm going to give you guys right now. Alright boys, so like I said, I'm very excited to get back into the groove of videos and be doing them weekly at the very least. As you guys were able to tell, it was quite low on uploads. It would be sometimes monthly, so I don't want to be in that position. But a lot of time has just opened up because I've just actually finished school. So I passed school, guys. That's pretty cool. Not very much time is going to be taken up with that anymore, so I will be much more opened up. Also, I just moved, so that took a little while to get everything set up and ready to actually record again. But I'm in a new place. I have a much better setup here where I can do much more videos. I can do live streams. And if you guys are interested, please join the Discord. We're going to be hosting a good old-fashioned Nation RP. And if you guys are interested in doing that with me and a bunch of guys on the Discord, please go ahead and join the Discord. We're going to be hosting it fairly soon. I'm not sure the dates yet, but if you're new to it, awesome. We'd love to show you how we do it. And if you've played before or watched before and you're excited to do it again, please join and consider playing with us. It's going to be fun. I'd love to get as many people as possible. So thank you everyone for watching. If you liked this episode, make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. And get ready for the videos to return. Peace.